got up at 3 o'clock this morning to leave our anchorage, and it's pretty dark outside. Don't know if there's a moon somewhere around. I see lots of stars, lots and lots of stars. But anyway, there's quite a few other boats in the anchorage with us, and we're at West End in the Grand Bahamas, and we're heading back to the States. It's going to be around a 12-hour trip for us. Speed our boat goes.
Yep.
And I was glad when Ron came up here and took over, because I was driving manually, and I didn't have the little remote turned on, and I couldn't seem to take my concentration off of my track long enough to grab the remote and get it started, because we were doing some corners and stuff like that in a very narrow channel. What you got to add to this?
But she did a good job.
Oh, well, thank you. That's sweet of you.
Hi, I'm Ron.
And I'm Marie.
Over 10 years ago, we bought a broken down trawler for $4,000.
And nothing worked, not even the kitchen sink.
After a lot of hard work and help from our friends and family, we moved aboard Elixir full time. And now we are cruising this old boat while the work and fun continues.
So subscribe and give us a like and come along with us cruising this old boat. There are so many stars out tonight. I just saw the Milky Way, and yeah, it's amazing. I look straight up, and it's just the sky is scattered with all these beautiful stars. Some of them small, some of them bigger, but I don't know if you can even see me. Maybe that's better. There we go. So yeah, it's just awesome out there when everything else is pitch black around us. But we can see this glow of lights off to the east, or to the west of us, and this, so we can see this glow of, or not, you can't tell it's like lights, individual lights, but it's just this awesome glow all the way on the to the west of us, the direction we're headed. And Ron's like, you know, it's 2.5, 3 hours before sunrise, so what's all that light over there? And I says, maybe it's coming from the U.S. And we're like 12 hours away, but you can still see, I'm pretty sure that's what it is, you can still see the glow coming up from so many lights over there.
We are headed back to the United States, heading towards Stuart, Florida, from the west end of Grand Bahama. And it's not an ideal day, but it's okay. There's we got waves, but there's such a long time period between them. They're really more like swells than waves, so it's not bad. Up the bleed screw and no fuel came out, so it was just air coming out, so air had built up in it. So we're good.
Okay. And go back to fixing breakfast?
Yep.
Alright. So our arrival time's gotten confused, I guess.
They don't know it anymore.
Alrighty. Showed that there's 4 boats around, but they're pretty far away.
I can't see the 4th one. That's what I'm looking for.
Sunrise. Too bad out here. Not perfect, but it's not bad either yet. Till we get to the other side, it's going to be a little bit rougher, but we can handle it. We'll get there. Beautiful morning. So I was in the middle of mixing up some stuff for breakfast burritos when Ron had to come down here and bleed the fuel lines a little bit, and so I left a mess right in the middle of it. We'll get there. So I guess I've got a complaint. Y'all have seen in one of our videos where we were in Mobile, Alabama, and fireboat number 2 went by at a high rate of speed. It lifted our boat up and slammed it against the wall and did damage to our boat. We immediately looked at AIS. The only boat we could see on AIS was fireboat number 2. We had this damage done to the boat, and it when you first look at it, it doesn't look like that much, but when you start figuring out how everything's going to be repaired and what supplies are needed, it adds up. Anyway, we called Mobile Police Department right away, and they came out to take a report. They took a report from us. While the police officer was talking to us, a captain from a dinner boat cruise walked over and said, did y'all get damaged from that fireboat that went by? And we said, yes, we did. And after the police officer finished talking to us, she took the dinner boat captain aside and spoke with him. We didn't know him. We'd never met him. But he said that he had a lot of patrons on his boat, and he had to quickly turn into the swell because he was afraid that all of the glasses would be sliding off the table from the wake from the dinner boat. And he also mentioned that they've continuously had a problem with them going by at a high rate of speed. And he said maybe maybe you making a report will help change things, make it safer for us in this area. So we made the report. We were on our way to Oklahoma, trying to find places that would give us a quote. We had to have 2 quotes to turn into them, and it took us a while, but we were able to get the 2 quotes in before the deadline was up. And then nothing happened. Ron's making phone calls and emails, etc. And they're like, oh, well, I don't have that report, and I don't have this, and I don't have that. And then, you know what the final thing they said was, well, the captain of the fireboat said he didn't do it, so we're not going to pay. So they took the captain of the fireboat's word over us and over a total stranger of ours, total stranger to us, reliable witness. So there was two of us and the fireboat, but they chose to believe the fireboat captain that, you know, he went by, but he didn't go by too fast. So they're refusing to pay for fixing the damage. And I just think that that's really sad. Very, very sad. It gives us a bitter taste about Mobile. You know, whether we want to stay there anymore, if we want to spend money in their town, you know, because when we stay someplace, we always go in and spend money at their shops and their stores and their restaurants and their marinas, and yeah, so it's just left a really bitter taste, and it keeps bothering me. So I thought I would get it off of my chest.
We're 35 miles offshore, and we got a center console flagging us down. We're gonna go see what the problem is. They lost all their they lost their power steering fluid. So they need to know if we had some. I had about 1.5 quarts on board, so we're gonna try to get it to them.
Ron thought they needed transmission fluids, so I passed over some transmission fluid to these. This is our first time going over the Bahamas in that boat. Anyway, they got it and they're like, oh no, I needed oil. So Ron had to go into the lazarette and he dug out his oil, but it's diesel, but it's for diesel, but they said that'd be okay. So we're checking to see if they can get going. Some kind of a bolt came out or something and they lost all their oil. So we're waiting to see if they're okay before we leave.
Is that working? Excellent.
We don't need that back.
Yeah, y'all can keep it. Don't worry about it.
It's not worth keeping.
We're heading to Stewart.
Oh, Stewart, okay. Did I see you over at Great Harbor Cay about a month ago?
I don't think so.
No? Okay. Man, I appreciate it.
Not a problem. Good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Y'all take it easy. Alright, go for it. We got the oil over to them, they put it in, they said everything's working, and they're continuing on to the Bahamas, and we're going to continue on to the United States.
Yay for everybody. We were approximately halfway between the U.S. and Grand Bahamas. So they were out there waiting, hoping the boat would go by. I'm glad we did. I'm hoping they made it all the way over there safely, and that we get all the way to the States safely, which I know we will.
Thanks for watching.